All right, man. Gonna do some practicing at Rockingham with the street stocks. I just have a random uh collection off of trading paints for this. So just gonna see how the AI does, see how I do. I also have the new damage model uh for no damage is healing damage. I'm sure that'll come into effect at some point. I've not raced a Rockingham yet on here, so
Clear outside.
I'm gonna be interested to see how this behaves. Looking at the
Got one
my
inside.
computer here, making sure
Clear
everything's
inside.
good. Looks like everything's good.
Thirty point zero five two.
Rockingham's a pretty good track for these. So I have this set for a 15-minute practice, 45-minute qualifying, and then 50 laps, so that this would be kind of
Got
as
one inside.
accurate to what we're planning as
28.90.
possible. I probably won't do the full
Stay right
45-minute
there.
qualifying. I'll probably do like a
Still
20-minute.
there.
But we'll
Clear for
see.
five.
We'll see just about where we're at with that. You guys are passing me like it's nothing. Also, you have to let me know. Do you want fuel to come into effect, or do you want us to just have enough fuel, just make it
29.
either all about
43.
tires
Four.
or what? Because if you want me to put fuel like into fuel mode, I'll do some calculations for exactly where we stand. I have it at 50%, and it looks like we'll be doing about like 80 laps with that much fuel
28.862.
around Rockingham. So if we want to do like one green flag pit stop, we'd have to put it down to like, oh my god, like, let's see, 50 does 80. So 25 would be around 40. So we'd have to put it under 20% of fuel.
Inside. Clear to the
They're
bottom.
three wide up there. That's pretty cool to see.
28.689.
Slamming the brakes a little bit to get to the pits, which is interesting.
28.54.
That'll really only come into effect if we have to do green flag pit stops. Sliding up into the 20 here. Almost hit him. But yeah, this damage model, it allows for damage to still occur, but then it like morphs back into shape. It's actually kind of cool to look at. These street stocks got the new damage model a while back, so like tires can fly off and all that.
29.049.
Getting a really good run off of two there. Oh my.
Outside.
So I'm running a 29.0. Fastest op's at 28.2 right now. Holy cow. So definitely have to do some adjustments on the... Ooh,
28.708.
we're bumping
Stay
and
on the
banging.
bottom.
It's what these
Clear
street stocks are
outside.
made for. Kind of. Oh. I think this guy... Yeah, this guy's pitting in. He's Set it up top.
Got one inside.
Oops.
Keep it on top. Clear. 29, 43, 4, 1.
Trying to figure out where I'm losing an eighth of a second. I think it's just working on the setup. I think that's really all I can do.
Inside.
I got a little bit more of a bump.
Stay high.
Just like that,
Clear
practice
inside.
is over. I'm gonna do some tinkering with
Practice is over.
the setups. I don't really know a whole lot of what I'm doing, but mainly I'm gonna mess with the gear ratios, see if I can get a little bit more acceleration. See, I'm like I didn't even max out my RPMs there. That's, oh, yeah, it won't skip until everyone returns to the pits or tows. We'll have to remember that uh, before it actually hits the 15-minute mark to advance it to the next session. Otherwise, it makes us wait for everyone, which they'll go to their pits eventually here. They're all pitting in, but while we're waiting, good old Pepsi machine. Still trying to think of what I want for my scheme. I think whatever we do for the Pizza Hut, or maybe something with Pepsi. Peppus. God damn it. No, don't do Peppus. That's too well done. So so higher is higher means it goes quicker. So it's 375. Let's do 389. We have 45 minutes of qualifying. I'm not going to use all 45 minutes, but please move, pup. Thank you, pup. Let's see how this does. And I'm going to put this up on YouTube, but I'm only going to put it so that only with the link can watch it. So this isn't going to be shown to everybody. Also, I'm going to try to get Josh to give me the info for the Victory Aim. I think this would be a great series to put onto the Victory Aim channel, being that it's kind of all of ours. Definitely sliding into one. Yeah, I need to learn like what exactly everything does in like the setup screens. Because obviously, like we're doing Rockingham at night, the fixed oval setup for this is probably meant for like daytime.
8.407.
So, like obviously the track's a little cooler because of it being colder. It's got more grip to it. I'm not using all the grip I could.
Inside.
Although I did
High.
bang out a 28.4 there.
Clear.
I don't know what I was doing in practice that I just completely decimated in
28,
qualifying other than
2, 4.
changing that. I'm even getting faster, 28.3. The tires warm up a bit here. We might be able to get a pole position. Maybe. Everyone else is popping in laps. But I think Rockingham would be a great one. I'm missing some of the grandstands. I think I have some of the settings turned down.
032.
Isn't there like a giant thing above the grandstands there? It's okay. I probably have my settings down a little bit from whenever I was last streaming this. was wondering why I was working so well today. But hey, if that's what I gotta
28.183.
do to get 60 FPS. Woo! We're just getting faster and faster at 28.0. Just a tenth of a second off of the pole. Not even a tenth of a second. Under a tenth of a second.
28.164.
About 500ths. Alright, tires are probably starting to go now. So we can probably end this run. I am sliding them a bit. Going into 1-3. Oh, there's a 27.9.
27.992.
Now, for the AI, I have it 22% to 67%. I'm not sure what exactly their own skills are per person, but that's the skill gap I'm throwing in, just to kind of give us a rough idea of where they stand versus where we stand. Right now, I'm
28.074.
fourth in qualifying. Obviously, qualifying in the race are completely different. I might, for the race, I might drop that down, back down just one. I skipped one. I think it was like 0.82 for the ratio. Might move that back just so I
28.066.
get a little bit more top speed in the when the straight's there. I'm hitting at about half. I'm still gaining speed, so I might be good. I'm still gaining speed as I was getting to the corner. Actually, I might even be able to drop it
28.163.
more. Like one more, maybe? We have 45 minutes of practice, well, qualifying. So we might as well, check it out. We'll pit in here. All right. I do have qualifying strictness set to moderate, so don't be going wrecking people, because then you'll get disqualified from qualifying. You have to start at the back of the pack for the race. All right. Also, I don't know how long are pits in these. 10 seconds for the rights. Whew.
That's it. Go.
21-second pit. All right. So that's something to keep in mind too. Like I said, I don't know if the AI is programmed to take fuel only if their tires are still good. Like I said, whenever I was running Daytona, trying to figure that out for the Cup Series, they were taking tires, um, which isn't the biggest deal because, like Daytona, we can just be like, all right, we'll just take tires too. That way, it's fair. We're not jumping out ahead of them. But for other tracks, like you're going to want tires if you run a certain amount of laps, especially if we're doing 50 laps. Like if you get a caution in lap 20, you'll more likely take tires. So it's not that dangerous of an idea. All right, let's go up to 4.0. I'm not sure what all else to do here. Like, I know that this like changes the ride height and stuff, skirt clearance and corner weight. I don't know everything about that. I would like to learn because there's a huge thing for the open races where if you get the setup right, man, like you're basically guaranteed a top finish as long as you don't get wrecked. All right. So 9 minutes have already dwindled on by for this qualifying round. I, I wasn't centered. So I moved it up to 4.0. Let's see. Let's see what kind of laps we can run with the 4.0. Still sitting in fourth for qualifying. We're starting to get into nighttime. What did I make the race time for? It'll be like a midnight race.
Inside. Clear inside.
I'm basically running
20.46.
with that red light on the whole front stretch. So I have the acceleration coming out of the corner where they have more straight end speed.
Got one inside. Stay high. Clear to the bottom.
For the most part. 84 guys got it down pretty much. 13th place.
28.644. Inside. Stay right there.
Push up because he was pitting in, so that's going to hurt that lap. Pitting in a lot.
28.137.
I don't know if they're thinking like, oh, 2 laps, I'm going to get tires. Are they doing 2 lap stints? I feel you can at least get 6 or 7 good laps depending on how you use your tires up. Maybe more. As long as you don't have to saw at the tires like I am right now. Maybe I will move back to 3.8. I just feel like I'm running. Never mind. Never mind, just moved up 2 spots. Alright. Do 2 more laps here, see if we can take pole 27.77. 7. I'm really pushing it into that turn. I think that's hurting my exit.
27.938.
Yeah, I think I'll do a video for the rock, and then I'll pick one of the short tracks. I also made it so that there's 24 cars on the track. I feel 24 is probably the good number, but obviously you're the one making the cars, man. So you tell me when to stop. You're making great cars though, man. Those are awesome looking.
28.037.
I'd help if I had the time, but man, I I I opened GIMP up, got the template, I looked at it, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. That's saying something because technically that's what I went to school for, even though I was using it for the video editing. Yeah, I'm running the whole
0.611.
front stretch in the red. Maybe I will drop it down below 3.8 to 3.85, I think it was, for the race. That way I'm getting a little bit more speed. Knock off some like my top level speed. I think maybe I'm saying that backwards. Because I know the lower you take it, the longer it takes to get going. So you have less acceleration, but you're going to have more top speed once you get going. And then the higher, you get going quicker, but you don't have as much top speed.
28.701.
So I moved it up from 3.89 to 4.0. I was hitting 133. I'm only hitting 131. It could also be me making terrible lines. Maybe there's supposed to be some brake here that helps me slow down quicker so I can get back on the gas and out quicker. It's all about your exit. Also, Rockingham doesn't have lights. Uh-oh.
28.674.
Well, we'll just do this as a qualifying thing. And then whoops. For some reason, I thought Rockingham had lights. I was wondering why it was getting hard to see. That would make sense. There's no lights. All right. Well, so that's qualifying. At least 15 minutes of it. I'd go further, but it's getting to the point where it's impossible to see. But yeah, that's my overall thoughts on it. Let me know what you think about doing it this way, and then we can set the starting grid. That's what I was going to say. You can set the starting grid whenever we go into make the actual race. That way, the qualifying does matter. We're not just qualifying and then throwing in a random order anyway. It's pretty cool seeing this like darkly lit, like without the lights. But I'm going to stop this recording here. I'm going to upload it, send it to you via YouTube link, and then I'll do one that is a race. I'll make it so I start second, but everyone else is going to be kind of mishmash because it only allows you to do that starting grid stuff on the hosted races, not single player AI. So, I'll be back. Yay!